The Apparition of Valakin in the Old Church 3. The town of Blackwood had always been shrouded in mystery, its heart marked by an ancient church that had long been abandoned. St. Ignatius Church was a relic of a bygone era, its towering spires piercing the heavens, but its cracked walls and broken stained glass windows hinted at a sinister secret. For years, the locals spoke in hushed tones about the church. Stories of dark rituals, strange noises, and the malevolent spirit of a nun, Valakin, kept even the bravest souls at bay. But curiosity is a powerful force, and for Sarah and her group of urban explorers, the tales of St. Ignatius were too tempting to resist. On a moonless night, Sarah, Jake, Emily, and Tom ventured to the church, armed with flashlights, cameras, and a sense of reckless adventure. The air was thick with unease as they pushed open the heavy wooden doors, which groaned loudly in protest. Inside, the musty smell of decay and old incense greeted them, along with an overwhelming sense of foreboding. "This place gives me the creeps," Emily whispered, her voice trembling. "Relax," Jake replied with a forced laugh. "It's just an old building. No ghosts here." But Sarah wasn't so sure. She felt an unseen presence, watching, waiting. As the group moved deeper into the nave, their footsteps echoed eerily, and their flashlights cast long, dancing shadows on the walls. They reached the altar, where a large, tarnished crucifix loomed overhead. Beneath it lay remnants of melted candles and a circle of symbols carved into the stone floor. Sarah crouched to examine them, her fingers tracing the markings. "These don't look like anything holy," she murmured. Suddenly, a chill swept through the room, extinguishing their flashlights simultaneously. In the darkness, a soft, mocking laughter echoed, sending shivers down their spines. "What was that?" Tom hissed, fumbling to relight his flashlight. A dim glow appeared near the altar. The group turned in unison, their breath catching as the glow took form. A tall, shadowy figure clad in a black and white habit. Her face was ghastly pale, her eyes glowing a sickly yellow, and her twisted grin revealed sharp, menacing teeth. "Valakin," Sarah breathed, her voice barely audible. The figure stepped forward, her presence suffocating. The temperature plummeted, and an unnatural wind whipped through the church, carrying whispers that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. "Run!" Jake shouted, but the doors slammed shut with a deafening bang, trapping them inside. Valakin raised a clawed hand, and the symbols on the floor ignited with an unholy red light. The walls trembled, and a chorus of screams echoed through the space, though no one else was there. Emily clutched Sarah's arm. "What do we do? We're trapped!" Sarah remembered the stories, the warnings that Valakin could be banished by confronting her with faith. She pulled a small crucifix from her pocket, a gift from her grandmother, and held it out, her voice shaking as she began to recite a prayer. Valakin hissed, her form flickering as if caught in a battle between realms. She lunged toward Sarah, but a blinding light erupted from the crucifix, forcing the spirit to recoil. "Keep going," Tom urged, joining Sarah in prayer. Jake and Emily followed suit, their voices rising in desperate unison. The church quaked violently, and the air filled with a deafening roar. Valakin screamed, her form dissolving into a swirling mass of darkness that was sucked into the glowing symbols on the floor. The light dimmed, and then there was silence. The doors creaked open, revealing the night sky. The group stumbled out, their faces pale and their breaths ragged. Behind them, the church seemed to sigh, as if relieved to be rid of its unholy guest. Though they had escaped, the